4, 3, 2, 1. You now rocking with the Homeboy Etiquette podcast. It's your main man over here at the 5280 Q. Q stands for Kane the Conqueror. Pass off to my partner in crime, the arc reactor himself.
Yo, this is Kevin the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Rumble. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Rumble. I did not choose today's subject.
Where's coming from?
It's coming from the stream deck.
Okay.
Because of the connection cord or whatever that we have to use for it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna pass it back to Kang the Conqueror over here, and then I'm gonna try to figure this out.
All right. Today's topic of today is just what? Oh, okay, fine. Figure that. That's okay. Now it's there again. But fucking the topic of the day is called "What's Not Important." People always ask a question, sitting there, and be like, "What's important? What is really important?" I'm like, well, Greg, let me help you find out what's really important. Let's find out what is not fucking important. Because you're gonna, it's like we're trying to build a beautiful model here out of marble, clay, or ice, a block of ice or some shit right here. And so you gotta get rid of the useless shit. Be like, do I need this little bit of ice corner right here? Chip, nope. Do I need this one here? Nope. Nope. Do I need this one here? Until finally you get rid of this shit that you don't need, and then you find out what the fuck that you actually need or what's actually important. Like, what is important? Let me think about it real quick. Is Pepsi important? No offense, Pepsi. Your shit's good and everything, but is it important?
It's pretty important if you look at the stocks. Just like Warren Buffett said, Coke is never going out of business, and I'm pretty sure he's right.
Oh yeah, he says Coke's never going. The best thing that ever happened to Coke was Pepsi.
Yeah, to have a direct competitor to be able to stomp them into the dirt. Yes.
But how many competitors entered the soda game, and how many of them bitches lasted?
I don't have a number for that because it's probably countless.
Like, which ones were actually not important to the business of making sodas? Like, where we have all of this shit already covered. Like, is this really one soda manufacturer really important here? Absolutely not. You got to think about it back to when the automotive industry first started. You had Ford, you had all these types of fucking car company manufacturers coming out and about. And then, we started figuring out which one of these is actually important. This one's not important. Don't even remember this name. This one's not important. Don't even remember that name. These motherfuckers got together and went out of business too. So they weren't exactly important. Like, who was important to the game of car manufacturing? Toyota. Fucking Toyota. Ford. Fucking, what else is there? Kia, Honda, whatever the fuck, Ferrari. It's like a bunch of car manufacturers that came out and were actually important to the game of selling fucking cars, of making cars and then selling them to people. Like shit. Like, some people came in with some, oh, this is a really affordable car, but it looks like shit. That's not important to the game. Get that the fuck out of here. We don't want to fuck around with that shit. And it's like, what else could be there? It's like, how many clothing manufacturers is out there? People that just go out there and fucking design clothes, sell them shit. And then you really look at it, it's like, which are these people important here? Are these people Gucci? Like, what makes really Gucci or some shit important as a clothing brand company outside of, just make some nice dope shit, buy a rare designer, and all these other motherfuckers that seem like they're just coming up with common shit. Maybe uncommon shit, but just not enough shit was people looked at and it's like, this is an important clothing designer right here, and I want to make sure I rock all of their shit over there, right? So I don't even know who the fuck made this. I just bought this shit years ago and I just found it in my closet, but I mean, maybe they're important. The site where I bought it from, I think that's important. The manufacturer I bought it from, it's not important. It actually probably maybe is. Who knows? I'll find out later. I'll look at the tag and I'll see if I can find some more like this coming in a different color scheme. That's gonna be my new uniform for the fucking Homeboy Etiquette podcast. Just this shirt over here, my little fucking teddy bear and everything. But in context of you, so what do you think in life or in general business purposes or just anything? So what's one thing that you can throw out there that you think is not important? Like, you just get the shit off the plate. Like, why is this shit on the fucking plate? You don't need this shit.
In what context?
It could be any context. Before we ultimately get to the one where we're automatically going to do...
That's completely subjective. Like,
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about what? Like that's too broad of an idea. Like,
okay, let's narrow it down. Okay, all right, Homeboy Etiquette. All right, what's... on a homeboy to homeboy level, what's not important? Are your feelings not important?
I would say that my feelings are not important if the overall group had a consensus backed up by life experience and data to prove that my feelings are not important. I say I don't give a fuck about how I feel. I really don't. The only time that like I care about how I feel is if I'm like, which is what I do, which is like I'm going off of everything that I know to be correct
Hmm.
and what I could look up to be fact or not. And if for some reason I'm going through a situation or going through an argument or going through anything like that with another person where they're operating off of feelings or something like that and just completely dismissing my feelings, which are attached to what I know to be true based off of what is provable, then I would say that like that matters to me. But the thing is that like what matters, like that's very specific. Like so, if we had a conglomerate of homeboys, right? Like if we
Hmm.
had the council of homeboys, we have a
Hmm.
big round table.
The cock block a lottie.
No, no, none of those feelings matter, bro. None of those feelings matter. None of them matter because it's all like crabs in a barrel ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we actually had the council of homeboy etiquette, you know what I mean? Like, and we had a code and understanding that we're going to be operating off of what is most true, then whatever my opinion is, if it doesn't line up with that ideal, then whatever idea that I had is moot. Like it doesn't matter. So
That kind of reminds me, like, when you tied that into, you like, I don't care about my feelings unless it's like, because my feelings are based off of actions, data, and just experience. Like, is this gonna work out this way? And when somebody discredits your feelings or discredit, like, it's like, so basically, this is how I feel about this. I feel we should go down this path right here, and then your girl goes like, no, I feel like we should go down this way over here. She just like kind of have a disregard for you feeling like this. This bitch think I'm stupid or something. All right.
I mean, it's possible. Like, but no, keep going.
All right, so what else is like? All right, so how about with things? I definitely agree with that. Saying it's like, does my feelings matter? I'm
What the
like,
fuck is happening, bro?
no, not really. I'm like, I mean, on the context of what I got, it's a group project. I put out an idea. My idea got thrown to the trash. We went with this idea. Does my feelings matter? I'm like, no. Do we get to our end goal, our end destination? Do we hit our targets, hit our marks? Is it mission accomplishment at the end of the day? Yes, then fuck my feelings. Those bitches are not important to getting the goddamn goal or the mission accomplished. It's like, yeah, like I don't need my idea to be the idea, the thing that's taken out there. Just because my idea got thrown away to the trash, pushed aside, or something like that, it's like, fuck it. Did we get the job done? Did we get it accomplished? Then my feelings are not important to the damn situation. I can't look at it as a guy and be like, you didn't like my idea. Like, did we get the job done? Yeah. We get in the car? Yeah. Did we go get in my car? Yeah. And did we go to the store? Yeah. Did we get ice cream? Yeah. Did we come back here and eat ice cream? Yeah. Then why the fuck are you mad that we didn't take your dumb ass car? I mean, maybe you might call my car dumb or some shit. Maybe I might feel some type of way like that. My car's not dumb. It's functional.
Yeah, but like what is the function that you wanted to accomplish?
Yeah, getting us to go to get some goddamn ice cream with liquor in it. There's alcoholic ice cream out there.
Well, yeah, there's rum cake and all that type of stuff. Like, sorry, like for some reason the Stream Deck just will not work on my laptop right now. But what I can say is that like, okay, in this specific example, when it comes down to things that matter, I think a lot of people fall prey to peer pressure, right?
Peer pressure, peer
I,
pressure,
I,
peer
I would
pressure,
say
peer pressure.
that peer pressure is probably one of the most dangerous things
I tried to share it.
on the planet, specifically because social proof is actually one of the biggest things that, like the Chinese used in World War II. It's a psychological warfare tactic. In fact, I can't remember what it's called, but what they would do is that whenever they captured an enemy soldier, they would put them through torture, and then but what they realized is that they can make people from the US defect by having them write down their beliefs on a piece of paper, and then they would spread that piece of paper all throughout China, right? So that anytime that a Chinese person saw them after that point, they would associate him with that new idea. And then also, the way that they made him defect was that they would have this person say out of their mouth in front of crowds of people whatever they wanted them to believe. And then, since he said that in front of crowds of people and didn't say, like, no, this is a lie, guys, I don't actually believe this. Since he said it,
dope.
and then he didn't retract this statement by fear of death, what it does to the human mind is because there's something called congruency, right? You have a need to line up with what you say. You have a need unconsciously to line up with the image that you put out to the public. And so what they did is they hijacked their public image and then basically made their public image say one thing, and then their actual person had to align with it, effectively brainwashing these people. So what matters in this context is exactly whatever they wanted. The people that wanted you to say whatever they want to say, because they took control of your natural agency, your natural self, and then also your public self. So, I mean, like that's why I said there's a big context behind it.
And then isn't that kind of like what was it like modern day celebrity culture? What the fuck is a celebrity these damn days? I mean, I don't know any. Maybe that's like the old again, be older dinosaur, whatever the hell is. Like you just don't pay attention to shit. You got shit to do. It's like I don't pay attention to what Kanye West says or Kim Kardashian says or whoever the fuck says. If I have no interest in them, I'm not paying attention to them. And then some people goes, they're leading us down the wrong road. I'm like, bitch, what do you mean they're leading us down the wrong road? What are you? You following their example?
Yes, they are, because they're on TV. They're a public figure.
Oh, well, to me in that situation, I'm like, what they ever said, it doesn't matter if it doesn't apply. Like, okay, what does not apply to my daily life? What doesn't apply? I can't take it, I can't apply it, and it can't improve my damn situation or my life or the life of others. And at that point, I'm just like, this don't matter. Fuck this, this is stupid, this don't matter, this doesn't matter. Get this out of here until you get down to like the bare few cents was called don't be a dick. Okay, be a dick like in a good way, where it's just party personality, but don't be like an intentional dick. Don't be an asshole. Just like don't be that person.
Would you agree that most people do not have the self awareness or self control to be able to make that distinction?
Most people. What's that term that you call them? NPCs.
Yeah, 90% of people, yes.
It was like somebody else said. It's like, oh yeah, fucking Aaron Clary is always like, people just naturally like we're naturally lazy, just naturally like take the time to think. Some people's like, well, I think. I'm like, do you think? How'd that idea get in your head? How'd that belief get in your damn head? Where did that come from? Somebody's like, well, I can ask you the same thing. Where did that belief come from? Like, what's a belief I hold? If you work, you should get paid. Boom. Where does that come from? Common sense, nigga.
Really? No, that's not common sense. Because there are plenty of people who work for free on the planet.
Fuck that
That's
shit.
not common sense.
It's like, yeah, working for free, yeah, that thing ain't for me. I'm like, no, it depends on what it is. If it's helping helping Cammy out with a project or something like, hey, yo, I need to move some heavy shit. I need extra hands. You available? Yeah, come over there and move some heavy shit. Cool. All right, you good? Hell yeah, I'm good. Shoot shit. How's your day going over here? Yeah. What mattered in that situation was I get to hang out, help out my buddy, and fucking shoot your shit with him. Spend some time, laugh, and joke. What doesn't matter is that I didn't get paid for it in the currency that I got paid in a different way, just by spending time with one of my best friends.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, okay, so like the context of indentured servitude is specifically that you're being made to work outside of your own volition. But here's the reason why. Okay, Uncle Ruckus, right?
They should have never gave you niggas money.
Why is he so powerful of a character? Do you think it's because there were people who just willingly went into slavery trying to be a house nigga. No, it's because there was enough guys and girls in the black community who witnessed buck breaking, murders, human experimentation, castration, separation from family, tar and feather, like all that stuff before. It's just like the monkey experiment. So there came a tipping point where they're just like, you know what? If I don't want to go through these bad things, I'm going to do what this guy says. It had nothing to do with their own free will outside of self-preservation. So I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate.
Right. Part about what?
Um, the sorry, I'm kind of pulling two different spots, but outside the point of like that that your human agency is completely up to you, kind of thing. Um, Especially when it comes to like, okay, let's bring it back to the subject, right? Like getting rid of the things that matter. Now, like
That don't matter.
or sorry, getting rid of the things that don't matter,
So you can find out what matters.
so that you find out what matters. Now, like, so these people, oh my fucking god.
That's
Okay, do it. So when it comes to this, it's like, okay, this is a very nuanced corner that I didn't really expect to talk about. When your life is at stake, the only thing that matters is your life.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being the case, oh, looks like I fixed it. Let's go ahead and test. Shut up! Oh my god, it made me reset the computer. You're not going to be able to do it again until it says back on.
All right, well, no sound effects so the computer gets done rebooting because what really matters is the sound effects. But what doesn't matter is how long it takes that computer to reboot it. So we're willing to suffer through that. You're willing to suffer through it with us. We'll beatbox through this whole goddamn things.
I'm not going to do that. It feels like there's an extra gallon of blood in my head right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't beatbox right now because yeah, your tooth hurt. Yeah,
Well, yeah, but I've taken a lot of Percocet today.
you took one Percocet as prescribed.
Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, Molly Percocet,
That could be a good idea right there. It's like, what really matters? Somebody's like, man, he's ruining the youth. Listen to that song. I'm like, does it matter what he says in the song? These motherfuckers are going to do whatever the hell they're going to do in the goddamn first place. They're not looking for somebody to give them guidance in the song. Go vote. Or some shit to be like,
smoke.
pay your taxes. Pay your fucking taxes. Yeah.
Hey.
Pay your taxes. Pay your fucking taxes.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck are taxes? Taxes.
You better pay him, or the IRS coming. Better pay him, or the IRS coming.
I'm like, you know what? You know it doesn't matter. I'm like, it doesn't matter that fucking taxes exist because we still got to pay taxes. But I mean, there's options out there for you to pay less taxes based on. I mean, if you. It's like, well, how do we do it? Why can't we just not pay taxes? Why can't everybody just pay taxes? Why you got to get loopholes and shit? Why you got to get out of it, man? What the fuck? You should be paying your full share. It's like, bitch,
Shut up.
don't. It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't matter that I do it, that I lower my taxes or I find a way not to pay taxes. Not me per se, but somebody who's in that situation where they just got they hula hooping right there. What matters is they created a way for me to legally goddamn do it. It what doesn't matter how I do it. I mean, yeah, okay, that does matter how I do it. It's not. It doesn't matter that I do it. It's like. Or that I don't do it. It's the fact that the options are there to do it. And guess what I'm going to do? Not pay that much in taxes. Go fuck yourself. This is my money, my sweat, my blood, my tears in this motherfucker over here. And I'm like, you know what, man? You lucky we need the goddamn police. You lucky we need the goddamn fire department. And what else?
Motherfucker. All right, hold on.
Guys, what else do we fund with our taxes?
Roads, schools, buildings, like, you know, like fucking damage to local areas, like electricity, like
It doesn't matter that you pay taxes, but it just matters how much you pay.
Yes.
okay. Yeah, I think I pretty much got it.
Like after I got my new check and I seen how much they fucking took out of that shit, I was like, I'm like, man,
It's over 9,000!
Dollars.
Motherfucker had me my goddamn rube and shit. Look at that motherfucking paycheck statement. Like, this is
I'm down Bill!
Shout out. Can't catch a ball. Look.
man, some bullshit. It's like, hey, would you want to also have some extra money taken out of your check? And I was like,
You triggered my trap card!
And like how are you gonna stop them?
my
What is your trap card?
my trap card is find me an IRS agent. Hopefully,
Nigga, the IRS ain't on your side, nigga.
no, just find me an IRS agent. Just be like, hey, lady, how you doing?
I know people who work for the IRS. They're dicks.
Oh man, you just gotta learn how to just turn this magic on.
Good luck with that. good luck with that, nigga. Because a lot of them get paid on commission. You tripping?
What?
Like, yes. Because it's so difficult to collect information from people from the IRS. That's the reason why the IRS can come to your house to repo your shit. Is because the last line of defense before them were people who tried to talk you out of that money first. And if you say go fuck yourself and like you're not getting my money, that's where it's just like, well, we have an uncooperative one, and then they go ahead and send a few big burly niggas to your house to take your TV. Yep. yeah, and they're armed too, nigga. Well, like, because there are too many people that get their shit repoed, they will. There was a movie called Cleaners.
Oh yeah,
like, bro.
I remember that movie. That was
They'll
a good
mop
movie.
you up too, bro.
Was it Bruce Willis in it or?
I think it was a Bruce Willis movie.
Yep. No. Yeah.
No, Bruce Willis was the one when they went to the future and shit. But like Cleaners, god damn it, who made that movie? Fuck it, bro. I can't even think straight right now.
It doesn't
Like,
matter. The fact is that the
feels
movie
like
was
my entire
made.
head is filled with cotton right now. Like I can barely even hear it. Like but yeah, like okay, let's get back on subject. All right, so the idea of getting rid of what's unnecessary. Do you mind if I do a couple minutes?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, bet. Because this is your subject, so I don't want to outshine you.
No, it was a good subject because. But go ahead. I got you.
Okay, so with me personally, right? In the last 5-6 years, like 5-6 years, I've gone through a purge. All right, I have purged unneeded ideas, unneeded people, unneeded relationships, unneeded friendships, all that shit. Mostly, like, the triggers for it were people who I thought were friends who were trying to or successfully fuck my bitch. That's how it started. And so like I'm not even gonna mince words. That's how it really started. Because like I had like multiple year-long relationships with people that I actually trusted, things that I actually sacrificed for, like did all type of shit, and then when it came down to it, I bring a bad bitch to the party and everybody smears my name through the fucking dirt. And then one of them, at least one of them, was successful in fucking my bitch off some lies. All right, let's keep it 1,000. Hey yo, you need to have a fucking understanding about who you are and what you want out of life, because you need to understand just how fragile everything that you fucking have actually is, bro. Everything is fucking fragile on this human existence. And so that's why it's so important to cut off the dead weight. Now, if you're like so everybody has the experience. If you're 18 years or older, you've gone through elementary school, you went to middle school, you shed a lot of your elementary school friends. If you're in middle school, you went to high school, you shed your elementary school friends.
Middle school.
Or middle school friends. If you were in high school, you shed your middle school friends. You go into college, you shed your high school friends.
Or you go to the military.
Go to the military.
Or the Peace Corps.
Peace Corps, ROTC, all that shit. You wind up shedding a lot of your high school, middle school, and elementary school friends. because what's important to you? When it really comes down to it, all that this is why I'm so glad I'm not a fucking Disney kid, bro. All of that Disney fairy tale fucking horse shit, princess, prince, fucking kiss the frog, slay the dragon, all that bullshit. It's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. And unfortunately, see, guys, we figured this out quicker than girls do. Because they're allowed to live in La La Land. You know what I'm saying? But what you need to understand is that even your relationships in friendships and in romantic relationships, you need to shed them away. Because who you are as a person is going to shine through. Your values are going to shine through. And it doesn't matter how sweet those walls are, how tight that vagine is. It doesn't matter, bro. None of that matters. You know what's going to matter? Your mental health and the gray hairs that you're getting. The hair that you're losing. You'll see once you get to a point where you think that your brain is going to explode from an aneurysm that you didn't treat the things that were supposed to be important as being important. And that some things and some people just don't matter. Because otherwise, they'll get you into a situation that will inevitably and uncorrectably change your life from here forward. Imagine, if you will. Close your eyes and imagine, if you will, with that Sharingan. A life where you were put under fucking genjutsu.
Is that it?
No, you had it before. The Sharingan is the genjutsu.
Okay.
Like, you were put under genjutsu by a chick that you were infatuated by because smashing them was just the best time, right? Y'all are doing shit that you only see on Discovery Channel, nigga. Only on Discovery Channel, you guys are doing some off-the-wall shit, shaking pictures off the wall. Yes, that's you. You're screaming in this bitch, bro. You're roaring. You hit her with your radiation blast, nigga. And then turns out, that radiation blast turned into a baby.
Ooh, radiated babies.
Irradiated baby, bro. And now you're on child support with a chick that didn't actually like you like that in the fucking first place. She just liked the way you put it down.
Stop the cap.
Wait. No, wait. For that part, at least you know, man. You like, damn, she didn't give a shit about my
She
personality.
didn't care about me.
She liked my dick.
That's all she liked.
You know what, man?
But you didn't know it because this is what gets a lot of guys caught up, is because you may be able to clap them cheeks like a G. But when you're not clapping them cheeks, you're ignoring all the times when she's calling you a bitch ass nigga. When she's stupid. When she's going against your wills and your testament. When you guys are arguing about if you guys were to have children, I would raise my kid like this. And you're just like, bitch, what? Your kid?
You mean our kid?
No, my kid, because I don't know what's gonna happen if you're not around. That should be the red flag. I've had this conversation. Ejectocito, cuz. I've had this conversation, I don't even know how many times. Where you think that you and this chick are on one accord, but then as soon as you start talking about future plans, she's talking about my kid and the way that I'm gonna raise my kid, and I don't know if you gonna be around, and I don't know what could happen if you do the wrong thing. Meanwhile, this bitch is already talking to 6 other niggas and already had a nigga eat her ass, and you know
what I do?
And she don't consider it cheating because he hasn't put the tip in yet. Bro, y'all need to understand. Wake the fuck up, bro.
I'll be like, okay, hold on real quick. All right, baby, let's go back into the room. You know, let me get the saxophone. I'm like, open them legs up. I go get that turkey base. I'm like, yeah, you feel that, baby? Squeeze. Give me my shit back. Give me my goddamn kids back. Fuck this shit.
You can't take it back.
Oh, nobody has people tried.
Do you understand how the process works?
I mean, like, just like stick a turkey baster up in there.
That's not how it works.
I mean, stick like a tube or something connected to a vacuum
you're
pump.
talking about microscopic organisms that have a 2-week journey. Do you know that when you nut in a chick, it takes like up to 2 weeks for it to reach the egg?
All right. What helps kill sperm?
Spermicidal lube.
Okay, so you get some lube, you put it in.
Spermicidal lube.
I know. That's why like you just
Plan B. Abortions. The vacuum cleaner. Suck that motherfucker out, bro. Nigga. Hey, yo, I see, I am pro-choice, as you can tell.
Pro-choice. I'm just
Pro-choice like a motherfucker, bro. Hey, Doc, put the young vacuum cleaner around that bitch, bro. Go ahead. Like, bro.
Fucking savages.
Hey, well, hey, you went there. I wasn't trying. I was. If you notice, I was being very soft in my language until you brought it here, bro. Like, bro. Like, but okay. So to wrap it all up in a nice little bow, you need to understand that like your priority system is something that like hopefully your parents have built the framework for you to have and understand and abide by. But if you're a younger person and you haven't had these talks, sit down before you have a goddamn kid or even think about having a fucking kid. You need to sit down in the mirror with a notebook and a piece of paper and a fucking pen and write out your next 20 years and be like, okay, these are the things I want. If it's a family, how does your family run? What does your wife do? What are how do you raise your children? What type of school do you want them to be in? What type of social class do you want to be in? All of this while you're still before you even date. You should really have these ideas out there. But of course, just like me, even with parents who were married, see, my parents were too fucking concerned about their horse shit between each other to have these type of talks with me, my older sister, and my little brother.
You know, like, hey, mom and dad, how the hell do I get through life? It's just
Boy,
like,
if you don't get
okay, I'll go.
That's pretty much what it was. That's pretty much what it was. They were too concerned with their own interpersonal issues in order to like. I never got the birds and the bees talk. I never bro. That's why I don't have game to this day. My dad was an ex fucking pimp, nigga. And like, do you understand how different my life would be if my parents weren't constantly bickering and doing their own shit and actually had just a moment to sit with my fucking dad and be like, how do I get bitches, Dad? I'd never had that fucking conversation ever. He must have thought like the Saiyan DNA. He's just like, well, I'm a Saiyan and he's a Saiyan, so he will naturally slay hoes. Apparently, his fucking assumption was correct because I definitely did. But if I would have had that extra layer of wisdom, we moved out here outside of any of the family on either side of the family. None of my father's family, none of my mother's family is out here in Colorado, bro. Mm-hmm. We're talking about like L.A., Detroit, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and we out here in Colorado.
Welcome.
Nigga. Colorado sucks, nigga.
Man, I love Colorado. This shit is awesome. Don't move here. Get the fuck out. I don't want traffic. I'm tired of traffic.
Yeah, see, I'm playing 4D chess, nigga. I told you it sucked. Like, bro.
Motherfuckers like,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I'm not.
I'm only saying that is because it's like, shit, it's out here, motherfuckers, was a damn cash button. This gets, it's costing the shit.
My dad, before even knowing about the concept of genetic memory, just believed that, like, since I was his seed, that I would succeed, nigga. Like, oh, damn, that's a bar right there. He knew since I was his seed, I would succeed, nigga. Like, damn.
Hold it.
Hey! Wait.
Post that shit up on your newly created Twitter
Don
account.
DeMarco, nigga.
Don DeMarco.
Because I was his seed, he knew I would succeed, nigga.
Preach, Rabbit, preach.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, on some real shit, bro. Like, but getting back to the main point, it's like every person, any person that's gonna be watching this is definitely gonna be 18 or older because I haven't seen a single child come into our stream. So you need to understand, like, before you move forward with any big choice in your life, what is important to you, man? What's important to you? What family values do you want to move pass forward, if any? What type of spouse do you want to be with?
What type of man do you want to be?
What type of man do you want to be? What type of legacy do you want to leave? You know what I'm saying? That's
Like,
another
what kind of car
bar.
you want to drive?
What kind of car you want to drive? What type of house you want to live in? You want a dog? You want a cat? Do you want both? Do you want a fish? Do you want a parrot? Like, what do you want? What is important to you?
I would think like
Anything else you get rid of. See, you will. This is a law of attraction type shit. Anything that you focus on singularly, your brain has what's called the reticular activating system. You will only see things that will reinforce that belief. It's a
Oh,
positive and
and a
a negative.
negative.
It's a positive and a negative. So, if you have things that are important to you, stay laser focused and then take in only things that reinforce that. However, you can have a lot of things that don't matter that maybe you fuck with heavy, aka drug users,
Ooh.
alcoholics, lazy people.
I mean, but laziness is it's
Yes, it
encoded
is.
in us
Well, no, no, it is not, my good sir.
because all of our needs are
That
taken
is
care of.
that is counter to evolution. That is not encoded in us.
No, but look, everybody got everything they need right now. Dudes got
Right
we
now,
got.
that is not encoded into us. That is societal. That is social pressure. That is.
I mean, like dudes sitting there. We got
If
weed.
if you were born,
I don't smoke.
if you were born in the Sudan, you would never fucking say that.
And the sedan.
Sudan.
Okay, the country. Yeah, okay. If I'm born in a different country, okay.
Sudan.
One of those less.
There's no fucking way. In fact, you'd probably be more successful now if you were born there.
I prefer not to be. I like being born in Colorado. Get out.
But what I'm saying is that like with your natural genes, okay, shout out to Dr. Bruce Lipton, who proved that your gene expression is based off of the environment that it is put in.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
you're in an environment of scarcity, then your genes express one way. If it's put into a cornucopia
Or luxury.
luxury, it is expressed another way. So if you were put into a place that wasn't as nurturing, the tenacity and creativity that you already have in you probably would have had to go to 1,000 times greater to 9,000. Yes, it probably would have had to be even greater to get you just to the point you are right now. Meaning that you would hit this spot and then you would rocket past that shit in no time flat.
Man.
That's the reason why immigrants come to this fucking country and excel past 95% of American citizens, bro.
Because
it's because
here-
of struggle.
And it rewards hustle.
Hustle.
It rewards hustle because you know what the things that don't matter? Not hustling, motherfucker.
Every day I'm hustling.
Like,
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day.
Like, yeah, okay. Well, so what does it matter? What does it's like? All right, coming in here as an immigrant. I remember I had this conversation with some chick.
Floor is all yours.
With a chick I knew. She was like, I was like, man, knowing what I know, all the shit that I learned now about finance, money, and everything, like money, finances, and everything. I was like, man, I can start off as a fucking janitor cleaning shit out of toilets, and I'll be like, I'll be cool. I'll be like, all right, how much I'm making an hour? 12 an hour. All right, I get me a gym membership first. I'm giving me a gym membership. That way I can work out and I have a place to shower, keep myself clean, hygiene on point. Shit, I can sleep outside, give me a nice little sleeping bag, find me a safe place, have me a nice big ass knife, and I'll be sitting there cleaning them toilets, get me a second job working at the fucking corner store, some shit at the 7-Eleven, be working cleaning toilets, come over here and then use those two incomes, stack up a bit more, and then shit, I'm like, yo, if I'm doing this fine as homeless already, then I'm like, do I really need a place? Nah, let me just continue stacking up, improve my skills, and let me apply for a better position, get a better position, and then keep one of the jobs as my income increases, and then also put my shit in investments, bonds, mutual funds, and shit like that in order to start building up assets just slowly but surely. As long as I have zero debt, then and I'm just building up assets like a motherfucker, it's just an inevitable point of damn time. So what doesn't matter is like, doesn't matter that I'm homeless, doesn't matter that I clean shit out of the toilet, and it doesn't matter that I work at fucking 7-Eleven or some shit. Some girls come in, they be looking at you, you cleaning shit out of toilets and some shit like that. I'm like, yo, it doesn't matter what you think about me.
You
all right?
stupid.
Because all we know right now, like, it doesn't matter because it's slowly just gonna be building up over there, and I'm not worried about what the fuck you ever think about me. It's like, don't touch me with your shitty hands. It's like, all right, well, shit. The masses start to come into fruition and everything, things start blooming. I walk out the bank, I walk in there one day, you be like, oh snaps, it's the 7-Eleven clerk guy. I be like, I own this bitch now. You know, I get the fuck out my store. How you like them apples? I can pick and choose whoever the fuck I want to serve. Matter of fact, nah, go ahead. Nah, bring up the bigger chips. Bring up them bag of chips and that dumbass fucking chapstick and shit. How much that shit cost? $49.99.
Yeah, big facts, bro.
Hey, bitch, what? Well, why is it that much? Because that's how much I charge. You don't like
So
the
much
shit?
I
Go
charge.
somewhere else.
Get the fuck out of here.
And everybody, fine, I'll buy. Like, this is bullshit. And they leave, and all of a sudden, the next guy come over there, it's like, man, $49.99. I'm like, oh, never mind, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, that shit's gonna be $7.14.
But I saw the number on the tag, and that's not what it is.
Yeah, that's how much I charge you. I know. I mean, I just decided this moment to change my damn prices. It's nothing to do with you. It's just like at this point.
Are you just gonna lie?
What? Hey, how does she know? She doesn't know it has anything to do with him, her, them. I was like, look, man, it's just that I happen to think that this item is worth this much and that you are willing to pay this much. Now, you can always go across the street and get this shit cheaper. You never see one gas station in a fucking 3 to 1 mile radius. There's another place you can go to. Yeah, some of these buttons don't work. Like, that one worked. Stink meter's out.
What the fuck?
What did you say,
Okay,
nigga?
I think that's only on here. I just did an update on this to make this fucking work. I don't have to fix it. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay. But friggin', so I'm like, yeah, like shit. It doesn't matter that like you broke right now. It's like somebody looking at you. If you broke right now, you fat right now. Whatever your current situation is, it doesn't matter. Now, what matters is where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? All you do know is you don't want to be in this square. So this square, we're gonna call the square that you sitting in. Fat, broke, low
Loser.
you're a loser. Okay,
The
and then,
loser square.
and then you're
'Cause
looking at
you're a square.
you look at a couple of squares down where it's just like you're in the loser square and it's like less of a loser. Okay, good, dope, great, fucking terrific square, fucking winner of all winners square over there. And that was like five squares the fuck away.
The loser is a square, but then outside of that is like an octagon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go from there to like a 16-sided
Dodecahedron.
dodecahedron.
Only reason I know how to
And
know
then,
that word
and
is
then
'cause wood shop.
eventually you get to a circle where the possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
And then your circles just keep expanding. But when you're a loser and your options are limited, you are in like you'll start as a triangle, then it'll be a square, then it'll be a pentagon, hexagon.
And then you just open up more sides and options
until you become a circle when your possibilities are endless.
This should be one of the shorts.
Yeah, buddy. Yes. Everybody starts limited with sides. But you know the only shape that doesn't have sides? A fucking circle.
Or a line.
That's why you need...
Okay, a line is not a shape. Okay,
Wait, no. No,
Is
you're
it?
right. You're
Is
right. Because no. You're right because it doesn't have sides. It's infinitely in one direction.
Mhm.
But
Or
see,
bidirectional.
circles and lines work together though. How can you define infinity if you don't have direction? That's it. Like so that's living in infinite one dimension. Circles start to define the second dimension because you can take the same line and then put it in an infinite amount of directions.
Mhm.
Which is why to get a circle, you need to have laser focus on one direction, and then that gives you the eyes or the awareness or the wisdom to be able to see infinite directions. That's why they say the path to wisdom is understanding that you know nothing. Let's say you're a genius in one direction, right? Albert Einstein. No, Nikola Tesla's a better one. Nikola Tesla, super genius, responsible for most of the technology of the 20th century, right? However, what's the difference between him and Thomas Edison? See, Thomas Edison was a boob. That nigga was a goddamn idiot. He had to steal all of his inventions, but you know what he was great at?
Stealing?
Networking.
Oh.
Networking. He was a great businessman and a great networker. And he robbed countless people for their inventions, their ideas. But he goes down in history as one of the greatest people ever because he got his name out. He took that line that Nikola Tesla had and other great inventors, and he put that line into every single direction. You need both. Laser focus in all directions. And it typically can't be done with one person, which is why you need a good circle.
Oh, I thought you were
Shout
saying,
out.
Like network. So one line goes to this
A
line,
network
and
is
this
a
line
circle.
goes to this line, and this line. I thought it was like, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
it's
a
like
circle.
No, it can't be a circle. It's got to be like a dot, and then like connected here, and it's like a web, like lines everywhere.
Yeah, it's a web, but like I was making a metaphor of you can have your one line, but if you have a good circle, then you have infinite possibilities with your one line, which creates the web. Of course, you're not going to hit infinite directions, but if you have a circle, then you have infinite directions to go with your one line.
There's a thought that just popped up in my head as you was doing that. I was like, what if he just poked my eye out right now? Like, this is between the lines. Well, eye poke, bitch.
Well, here's one line. And he just lost a line.
No, I like my eye. What is like?
No, I got it.
But I definitely like that analogy about me owning a store, just jacking up the price on one motherfucker. I would do that shit. I'm petty.
Bro, no,
It was like, does your pettiness matter? I'm like,
and that's completely legal. You know that, right?
yeah, I know it's legal. That's why I'm gonna do it.
It's completely legal. I would love to see that. Please record that.
I mean, they're not even gonna know I'm gonna do it. I'm be sitting there just watching the cameras like I know.
No, they're gonna be looking at the tags of your items, right? And then they're gonna be like, okay, $57. Okay, I want to buy this. Like, yeah, the tag is actually wrong. It's actually $497,867.
I'm Martin Scorsese in this bitch.
That's not what it says. Well, I actually own this store, so unless you want to pay that,
You can always leave.
you can get the fuck out.
I mean, it's not like I'm forcing you to do this shit. I mean, how much does it really matter that you pay this price difference? If it matters that much,
I
you
see
find
that you're
out
wearing Balenciaga. I see that you got some red bottoms on. How much is
Boots
that
with the
purse?
furs?
Gucci? You got the money, baby. Don't play with me.
we got to do a movie. We got to write a movie just so we can just like.
Yeah, that was convincing, wasn't it? You got the money, baby. Don't play with me. Come on.
I'm gonna try that shit tonight. I'm like, hey girl, buy me a drink at the bar. Like, what? I'm like, you got the money, baby.
Look at you.
Don't play.
Those pumps.
Some boots with the furs.
Those boots with the furs.
Was the whole club looking at her?
125. That's
Did you hit the flow?
That shit shining. At least 275. That hair? That ain't even your hair. At least 3 bills. Those nails?
You stupid.
$120. You got the money. You got the money, baby. Don't play with daddy.
All right.
Got it. You got it. You got it.
Like, what personal things got to drag up that I remember, like, when I found out, like, in order to get what mattered, I had to get rid of what didn't matter. And it's like,
Yes.
all right, it's like, all right.
Oh, good. This is the important part, but I'll be right back.
All right, well, I'll sideline that thought right here. So what did it matter? I got to think about this shit. And it's
Put a pin in it because you got finally.
okay. I'm putting a pin in that one right now. Hopefully, I can remember what I said. I mean, because usually some people just go on fucking tangents and some. I'll pocket that right there. Just keep entertaining y'all while Cameron's like, oh yeah, you forgot to hit the button.
I'm about to bust.
I hit it for you. All right. So while Cameron's in there, just you and me tonight. I've been waiting. I'm thinking gonna make a move. Baby, tell me how you like it. Oh shit, we should turn that shit to a metal song. You know, that's what I want to do. I wanted to go practice like my vocals for like metal music. Be like, grocery shop at $5.99. Just do that. Just like take old R&B songs and shit and just turn that shit into fucking heavy metal. I see you. I knew you had a name, but excuse me, or some shit like that. I'll work on it, because I ain't really want to be like sitting there without that this voice and y'all sitting there listening to this shit somewhere. And you're like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Ah, shit, my ears. Fuck, man, I'm trying to work here.
What the fuck are you saying?
Like my plan is like take R&B music, but do it like change it into like metal vocals.
Oh, metal?
Be like, yeah, you know that Cassie song? It's you and me now. Been waiting. Think I'm gonna make me like, it's you and me.
So, no, I'll tell you exactly.
I'm waiting.
It's you and me.
Like, no. If you're talking about metal,
Yeah,
that's how it would sound.
Yeah, that's what.
You and me. You're never gonna
Like that's the cadence is different.
All right. So getting to the point of what things I found out that matter was like one of them is my perception of how other people perceive me. Me perceiving how other people perceive me. It doesn't matter.
Does that dictate what you consider important?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's sort of. It means it used to ish. It's like
I'm pushing on you, but I do agree. But I want to hear why you say that.
it's because it's like all right. If I'm me, if I'm 100, if I'm just me, and then usually like it's like if I sit down, okay, well I do this all the time. It's like how I can be energetic, expressive, shit like that. Just start going over the place, having a good goddamn time, and like yeah, or some shit like that, or just saying just the random shit that comes to mind because I we do stand up and we got to get back to that, and it's like all the crazy fucking jokes and thoughts that pop up in my head, and I'm thinking like, damn it, man, if I say this shit, they're gonna come and look at me a certain way, and then after get older and bit and find out, it doesn't really matter what I think they think it is. Just say the shit, and I mean,
Get the feedback.
yeah, get the feedback, and if anything, like fuck it, fuck you. It's not like I'm about to sit there and bend my bend over to what the fuck you think or how perceive you think. It's like
you kind of do because no, not you personally, but when it comes to something like comedy, it's like there are things that go over, there are things that make people uncomfortable, and then there are things where it's like where people just reject it all out. Now, like the best comedians, when it comes to saying things that a person normally would not agree with, is you say something that they wouldn't agree with in such a creative, intelligent, and thoughtful way that person now is like, I can kind of see it. I actually hated homosexuals, but now I can see the point. Like when you can sway someone to your point of view when they previously hated the idea before. That is Alexander the Great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bringing people to your side even though they were an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
That is the masterful tact.
Well, like what comedian is that? Like he says, I like to start off the crowd.
Dave
by
Chappelle
pissing
did
them
that?
off and then bringing them back.
Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Patrice fucking Neal.
Cause I remember when we was doing that one set I did, and it was just like you saying like the white girls in the back were just getting on like it's kind of cringy. Somebody, I don't know, fuck, I can't remember that bit.
So the only set that you did that was cringy was literally like you came there with two of your homeboys, military homeboys, and you were drunk as fuck on stage. You were drunk as fuck, and you had maybe one joke that even got some chuckles in the crowd.
Hey, that was you.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah. Well, I was one of them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm trying to be like, oh yeah, yeah, that's my boy. but no, on some real shit. Like, but like you can't really count that because like you weren't of sound mind. You didn't really think out your set. You didn't write it. You didn't practice it. You just went up there and thought you were gonna be funny, and then the reality taught you that yes, that's what happened. You didn't get booed. You didn't get booed. But
Motherfuckers just
the only
like-
reason why you didn't get booed, though, yes. The only reason why I didn't get booed, though, is because this was not a paid gig. If people had paid money to see you, you probably would have
Really,
been.
nigga?
You would have got jumped after the set. You would have been jumped after the set. For damn sure. No. Because that even happened to Patrice O'Neal. Like, Patrice O'Neal did a great set that did well for 95% of people that stayed. You know what I mean? And then a person came up, they're like, Run. One of the groups of people that left, one of the guys stuck around because even though Patrice O'Neal paid for their drinks, he kicked them out. And one of the guys stuck around, and then he saw Patrice after the show, and he said, "Hey, that was a birthday party. You owe us money. We paid for our fucking food and blah blah blah." And he was just like, "I don't give a fuck. You should have left with the rest of your bitch ass niggas." You know what I'm saying? And then he was just like, "Nah, you need to go ahead and run them pockets." And then that's when Patrice is already 6'4", right? And that's when his 6'6" boy Gavin showed up from the UK, and he's just like, "Do we have a problem, mate?" And then he turned into a bitch real quick. He's like, "Oh no, I just want to express my feelings now." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to push up on giant Patrice. Patrice is already big as fuck. If we were to see Patrice O'Neal in person, he would be a super imposing guy.
Yeah, I know 6'4" niggas.
So the guy was already imposing himself, but then Patrice's friend was 6'6" and like a brick house built of metal fucking guy from the UK who looks like he'll just like eat your body whole. Like, and then so when he showed him, he was like, "Is there a problem, mate?" And he's just like, no, we're trying to work out our differences. I'm just gonna leave. So the point of that is that like, you know, even like when you win over like when it comes to fucking comedy, you're gonna offend somebody, and there's no ironclad way to get everybody on your side.
Oh, fuck them.
So bringing it back to the subject, you throw those people away. They don't matter unless they try to, you know, put their hands on you or something. In which case, I hope that they have a good health insurance policy. I hope.
They're gonna look at that bill and be like,
It's over 9,000!
$9,000 million. Like
boy,
because
hell of an ass whooping.
because here's the thing is that like I can fight pretty well, but like if there's a nigga who let's just say Corey's size, and Corey ain't even that big.
Corey's
If
6 foot even.
Yeah, my brother's 6 foot even. Like let's say somebody who got a foot on Corey or my brother, 7 foot tall, basketball player type nigga.
Motherfuckers are tall, lanky. I mean, they're coordinated when it comes down to basketball.
Nah, because they're a football player 7 feet tall.
7 foot tall football player. That's a big motherfucker.
They're typically linebackers, yes. Yeah, they're gigantic people. There are Vikings among us. The Nephilim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if a guy like that came up on me trying to make a problem, do you realize that I would have no choice but to try to kill this motherfucker? I would have no choice.
Kick him in the nuts.
Well, kick him in the nuts and then bite out his throat. Like those are my only options.
I mean, you kick him in the nuts, he should be on the ground.
No!
Just make sure your big toe is the thing that connects with the nutsack. The
Okay,
balls.
okay. So like
Because nobody expects that. You're standing there, dudes have
Yes,
the
they
power,
do.
and then BAM!
you live in the age where people get off on getting kicked in the nuts for fun.
Sometimes I think God
That
is looking
shit,
at this sketch.
that
of the
shit
pic-
has already. That's not a deal breaker anymore.
I think God is just like looking at this etch and sketch of like dudes just sitting there just getting kicked in the nuts and just jerking off and just about to shake it up. Just, all right, new world. It's start over.
It's
Let's
on the
start
way.
over.
It's on the way. Once you feel the earthquake here in Colorado, it's a wrap, bro.
Like, God's sick of our
It's a
shit. He's
wrap.
done.
He says, okay. Now that my last son has enjoyed being kicked in the nuts, it's time to it's time to end Earth. It's time to end it all. Okay, send the meteors, send the floods, send. Oh wait. Oh well, no. See, the ratchet hose were first. Send the ratchet hose. Now send the meteors. Now send the the earthquakes and floods and mudslides and.
Shout out to Ratchet Hose at least. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot.
They are one of the sides of the apocalypse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminded me of another thing that I said it doesn't matter. Like the plan was, I was like, I figured something out. I was like, 'cause I was listening to Dennis Sperling and he brought a point. He says he was like, paraphrases Dennis Sperling here. Shout out to him. He's like, it's like, see what usually happen is like these passport bros over here, they're going across seas, but they're not staying. They just meet a girl over there.
Cap.
Hold on. That means he's been doing this for a while. Like they come back over here.
Expats?
Like you have expats, you have passport bros that goes over there and just stay. Like some dudes just stay, but usually like normally like motherfuckers just come get a girl from over there and be like, hey, yo, was this Venezuelan
You
chick?
can't bring him over here.
Venezuelan sucks. And they
That
just,
is not common though. That's not that common.
But look, hear me out. Here's my plan. Like, look, what if we get all our boys together, right? We get all the boys together. All right, everybody's on their shit. We get to a certain point. We've all right. You on your shit? You on your shit? You on your shit? All right, we all on our
Okay,
shit. Hold on.
hold on. With that idea, how many people do you actually know of quote unquote our boys who are on their shit to be even able to do this idea you have?
All right, you,
Yep.
me,
Uh-huh.
E.
Well, E's a wild card, but all right, I'll take E.
He's on this shit. He's disciplined as fuck.
All
Well,
right.
okay. We'll
got
throw
three.
E in there.
We got
okay.
three.
My roommate. Okay. My brother, if he takes his damn job.
If no, you put the if in there.
Okay.
He don't count.
We got to
Nope.
throw out the if.
We got 4. Look how hard you're thinking.
My boy G.
All right, we got
He
5.
just got to get his passport. All right, and
Wait,
yeah.
no, he doesn't have a passport? Nope, he's off.
Okay, never mind. Then it's not that many.
We got 4.
Okay, we got the 4 of us then. We
Wait.
take the 4 of us.
Now take that number and then extrapolate that to when people say passport bros. Because people think that number is way bigger than it is. Think about what it takes to 1, get a passport,
Yeah.
and then 2, actually use it when you're an American male citizen.
So plus the picture, 65, 190. So altogether about $198 because you got to get your picture taken at Walgreens.
But
and
then
you
factor in willpower.
Oh,
That
Oh.
cuts down so much, doesn't it?
that cuts down a lot of motherfuckers. Just to like.
That's why there's 4.
Okay.
So out of us 4 people you can think of, how many of us are going out there and doing that horse shit that you're thinking of?
Not anybody I ever known.
Exactly.
Not anybody I know.
That's
I
why,
can't even think about
that's
that.
a
right
myth. You turned me on to Austin Holloman. Shout out to Austin Holloman, bro. Shout out to this young cat, bro. Because he brought on a bunch of different people, like expats, older guys, like people who are actually on their shit, people who actually have passports, actually travel, and then he was able to debunk this shit. When you really look objectively of the people who are even have the willpower to 1, get a passport,
Yeah, willpower's a thing.
2, have a financial base where you can actually travel, 3, even have the option if you want to be a bitch ass nigga, go and trick on some out of country hoes. Like it's so small, bro.
Oh.
It's so small.
Oh, but yeah,
the percentage of us that are even willing to leave. There are so many xenophobes out here, bro. People don't like to leave their own state. You mean the whole country, the whole continent? How many people do?
That kind of reminds me. I
It's
definitely want to
so
go back to Miami.
few. It's so few.
I just want to go. I'm gonna go to Miami next week and just go chill on the beach.
If it wasn't next weekend, I mean, I'd be down to go and
Shit, we
hang
can go
out.
to the weekend after that too. Oh fuck it, I'll go to Houston next
give
weekend.
give
and
me a
then
couple
we'll go to
weeks in
Miami.
advance. Like, give me at least 2 weeks in advance. I can do it.
All right, 2 weeks from now we'll go to Miami. Just
let's work out the timing. But like my work schedule. Like I can't get Sundays off, so I can't be.
Nah, I mean we'll be back Saturday. Sunday
I would have to
morning.
I would have to. Well, I work Sunday morning.
Okay, we'll
I'd
be
have
back.
to be back Saturday night.
We'll just go there Friday, and then
If we went there on a Wednesday,
I work Wednesdays.
shit.
I mean Fridays.
God damn it.
We'll just go there for a day, just to hang out, chill on the beach, go to a club, slide.
If we can hang out on like a Friday night,
Yeah, Friday night. We'll do it Friday night. We'll come back Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, deal. Homeboy Etiquette, Miami edition.
Yeah, let's do your Miami edition, nigga.
But yeah, like okay.
That'd be fucking hilarious shit if you just call it Fresh Fruit. Hey, yo, can we record at y'all studio? Yeah, sure, come through. Like, the fuck? It was just that simple? It's like, nobody ever asked. I'm like, oh,
I'll send an email.
fuck it, send an email.
All right, bet. I'll just be like, we're gonna be in Miami. Like, we'll I'll send it once we have our plane tickets bought,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll go ahead and send the email out and see if we get a response.
All right, or record it in your buddy studio. There, shit. I still want to record at fucking what's that one? WTF Podcast Studios, one owned by Alex Media and Wheezy. But I don't want to go to fucking New York. No offense, New York.
No, New York is trash right now.
I'm like, I mean, nah, I'm good.
It's a fucking liberalist wasteland.
And the other one's LA, and I'm like, I don't want to go to LA. either.
Liberalist wasteland. And my dad's from fucking LA, so like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've been out to LA more times than I can count.
All right, yeah, it's up. Never mind. Just hit up Miami.
Cap.
I think if anything, next weekend, if I'm still feeling like that travel bug, I'll just go to Houston, visit my boy Rome.
I'd like to go to. I've never been to Houston.
Well, shit, he lives out there, so I'll be going there multiple times anyway. And I've never been to Houston.
Bro, I'm down for any place I've never been, bro. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, going back. Okay, never mind.
I've been to so many states, but like two of the states I've never been to are Florida and Texas.
Let's go back on some Mormon chicks in Utah.
I've definitely been to Utah.
Okay, then.
Utah's a weird place.
Okay,
It's so weird.
we're gonna get out of it.
It's like
Leave Utah.
It's like Stepford. Like okay.
Nope.
But
I'm
like,
good.
like I literally walked in the middle of the street, midday, in the middle of the street, wondering where the cars were, and then when I would look around to like the houses that were like on the side of the street, there are people peeking through their fucking blinds, just watching me walk down the street,
Oh, that's creepy.
and I'm just like, where the fuck am I? No, it was like the Wicker Man. Do you remember that? With Nicolas Cage, do you remember the Wicker Man?
Yeah.
It was weird shit, bro.
All right, never mind. We're just gonna leave Utah alone too. Just go, we'll Houston and fucking Houston, Miami. I know you don't want to go back to Michigan.
No, we already talked about that.
Oh, you down to go?
Yeah, if I go with you to Detroit, then you have to come with me to a different spot. I can't remember the spot that I picked, but like,
Did it sound like it sucked? That I was against it?
yes, and you said that you were about it.
Is it Chicago?
Yes, because I've been to Chicago.
Yeah, I guess we ain't going to Detroit.
No,
Fuck that shit.
no, fuck that. We were in Challengers, and I said I've been to Chicago. If I go with you to Detroit, you have to come with me to Chicago. That was the deal.
All right. I just want to go to Detroit.
All right, bet. I guess I'm not going back to Chi-Town.
I was playing. We're going.
Guess I'm not going back to Chi-Town. All right, bet.
We'll go. I know places get a bad rap and everything, except for Utah. Y'all probably deserve that.
No.
But it's just-
See, here's the thing: is that both of these places, their rep is definitely deserved.
Yeah, I know.
Both of them are.
But
Like,
typically, I mean, you mind your damn business. Shit's fine. Like I was in Mexico, mind your damn business.
If we stay in the downtown shining areas that we have, then we'll probably be fine.
Hey, the lights are getting darker. Let's see. Why is it getting darker down there? Let me keep going down there. Oh, there's a light. Oh no, that's a gunshot.
Oh, there's my kidney. All right.
I was like, I don't know Chicago like that, so I'm not.
Oh,
about to give it
shotgun
no
in the
grade.
face. Oh, damn. I couldn't have seen this coming.
It's just for jokes. So if anything, we'll still go to Chicago. And that way visit, so that way I can. I mean, that way I can retire that joke. But it was a good joke, man. Fuck y'all. Who the fuck rolls up to the prison the day dude gets out of the prison, shoots up the prison to shoot the dude? They was like, no fucks given. That's the story I read. I don't know if it's true or
That's
not.
the type of shit that happens in Detroit, too.
No, I just didn't hear about it.
What?
Oh, or just
Joyner Lucas made a whole song about some shit like that.
oh, I'll go re-listen to it. But I feel comfortable in Detroit. I feel fine.
Bro, there are people that feel comfortable in Afghanistan too, nigga. Like, does that make it right?
I didn't get to go.
Oh, my.
But anyway, this main man over at the 5280Q. Pass it off to my partner in crime, the Arc Rack himself.
Yo, this is Kenneth the Rob representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Rumble. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. And if you guys have not already, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any suggestions about any topics you want us to talk about here in the near future, make sure to leave that in the comments down below as well. And if you have not already, smash that like button, smash that follow button, and smash that subscribe button. And if you're on YouTube specifically, make sure the bell notification icon is turned on and set to all, so you'll be notified anytime that we're uploading new content.
Yes!
With all that being said, we appreciate everybody who came through to the stream, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.
Anyway, that reminds me. I got a new nickname.